guys, it's me again for our Sunday night little make. So tonight we are making this. Can you see it? There we go, it's beautiful. It's called a cluster bracelet. You can do the same as a necklace. It takes a lot of beads though. That probably took about 200, and they do take about 2.5 hours to do. But they're really lovely to make. You don't have to think about it. You just sit with your beads and your pins, and you can just watch telly and create one. Great for Christmas presents. Look fab. Right, I'll tell you what you need. So, round nose pliers again. These are the ones that are graduated, smaller at one end, larger at the other. They look like 2 cones. We need them. Standard pliers. Cutters. All 3 tools really. You need some chain. This is about 6mm. Enough, if you're doing a bracelet, you want to give yourself enough with a clasp on. These can come out quite chunky, so the chunkier they are, the more beads you put on, you need a little extra there to take the beads. So slightly longer. You shouldn't pay any more than £1 for this kind of stuff for a metre. Head pins or ball pins, look at them. These are gorgeous, brand new in. They're beautiful, and they really finish something like this off. Head pins can be a bit sharp at the bottom. They're alright for earrings, but for bracelets like this, they can catch on jumpers and cardigans and things like that. So, ball pins, way forward. So, you need a good few packets of those. And then I've picked 3 different types of beads. So I've gone with some white rondelles. They were on offer on Friday, 75p. And these. Now these are in my 50p a strand range, so they don't have to be expensive. You've probably got a load of beads already at home that you could use. Just get all a nice little colour combination going. Get your pins, get your pliers, and then just start working away. So, let's get started. You need 2 jump rings and a magnetic clasp as well. Right then, so this is like a 2-in-1 tonight. I'm going to show you how to make that perfect loop where we're going to loop on to the chain. So, lots of different bead shops or different people will teach you different ways of doing it. I've actually been making jewellery for 12 years, and I've tried all different techniques, but this is the one that I feel you get the perfect loop every time. So you need your round nose pliers for this. There we go. And we'll just have a practice, and I'll do it on a head pin or ball pin first to show you exactly how to do it. So taking your round nose pliers, you want to hold them horizontally or as if you're ironing, so not that way, but that way. We take our pin and we place it into the pliers, like this. Run your finger across the top, you don't want to feel any head pin. If it's like that, it ain't going to work. So just bring it down, run your finger across the top. You don't want to feel anything there. Support your head pin and turn your pliers all the way around away from you. So we turn the pliers, we don't turn the pin. Now if you saw my hand at that stage, it was a little bit like this, and some ladies just can't get into that position. So if you're one of those ladies, or guys, edge it round slowly. This is what we want to create. it looks like a P. Now the next step is take your pliers, pop it back in, can you see? And then I'm going to make a neck. So I turn it back on itself. Can you see it's already perfect? But this is the stage where we would need to hook it onto something. So let me open it up a bit more. So it looks like, there we go, question mark. And at that stage you'd either hook it onto an earring hook, you would hook it onto a piece of chain, in this case, because we're making a charm bracelet which is just full of beads, that's really what it is. And then at that stage, once you've hooked it on, you take your pliers and you close that loop over so that it can't escape. Now I know what you're thinking, I don't want the loop all the way up there, I want it down here where my bead's going to be. So let me show you how to do that. Let's put a bead on the pin, as you can see. I'm going to take my cutters and I'm going to cut about 1 centimetre above that bead. Now what I see more than anything else when I'm in the shop, or people that are self-taught, which is great, you know, is people with different size loops, which ultimately takes your earrings one higher than the other. Because your round nose pliers are graduated, smaller and larger, if you do your little loop at the bottom, the smaller part of the pliers, you get a loop around, oh, let it get in focus, that size. Now let me do a loop right at the other end of the pliers. There we go. So you can imagine making different size loops takes up different amounts of your wire on that head pin. So what I suggest you do, take a little Sharpie and mark your pliers about the halfway stage. You'll find at that halfway stage it takes about 1 centimetre of wire, or head pin in this case, to make that loop. So your loops will always be perfect. So here we go. Head pin in. It's not quite in the middle, is it? There we go. Head pin in all the way around so I get a P. Can you see it? There we go. Pop our pliers back in at the base, make a neck. There we go. So it's a question mark. You're at that stage. Now that's the stage where we would hook it onto something. So in this case today we are making our cluster bracelet. So this is the start of it. We would hook it on, oh, to the last chain. Now to get our cluster bracelet, there we go, as full as what it looks like, on every link I'm going to put 4 beads and it quickly grows. So here we go, blue, snip my pin down to size, can you see, all the way around, make the neck. We've created another hook and I'm going to hook it on to the end one where the pink one already is. Again, taking another bead. Don't worry, I'm not going to do 2 hours of doing this. I have prepared one earlier. All the way around, make a neck. At that stage, hook it on and close it over to complete the loop. Oh, there we go. So one more. So very quickly it builds, especially using a 6mm. 6mm beads. You can use the size 4, but if you do use a size 4, you either want to bring your chain size down. There we go. There you are, 4 on a link. Once you've got 4 on, you go to the next one. Because of the size that they are, they will cover any remaining chain that you can see. All the way around, make a neck and hook it onto the next link in your chain. Now you carry on like that for about 2 hours. Sorry. Carry on like that, and then you end up with something like this. They're gorgeous. Like I said, you can just do a necklace. You don't have to go as much all the way around. Just finish off with chain going up. It's not as heavy then, neither. Now, when it comes to finishing off this one, the one I made last week to show you, there's my jump ring, but I will show you how to do that as well. So we need the 2 jump rings. I take it we're all familiar on how we open and close. Jump ring is a single circle with a cut. Now you really should do this with 2 pairs of pliers, but if you don't have them to hand, these are alright. Now, so just so you can see, this is why I've left a little bit of chain, so you can see what's going off at the top. When we make these, we go up the way, and we do that because if we just randomly place them, gravity stops you from adding bits in between. So work your way up, get your kind of colour theme going, make sure you don't run out of any colour up the top here, and just carry on with your pattern, adding beads. When you get to the top, you open your jump ring, you hook it onto the last link, so you can see. Can you see? Now every clasp has got a loop at the end. We hook on the loop as well. Close that jump ring close it shut. So we twist to open and we twist to close back. If you naturally want to prise it apart, it won't go back. Right, can we see what we've done there? So you want to bring your beads, when you're making it for yourself, all the way to the end. Now when you've got the jump ring, you want to put 2 beads on that as well, and it will hide your clasp completely, and it will just look like a continued, like a bangle almost, a beaded bangle. You won't see that clasp. So you do the same the other side. I will do it for you, but there's a lot of beads on the other end. Again, twist to open, find the last link, which is there, close it shut. Well, we're not going to close it shut because we're going to take the other end of the clasp. There we go. And then we're going to close it shut. Again, add 2 beads to that as well. I'll see if I can prise mine apart so you can see it. Voila. Your magnetic clasps are really strong. You can take the weight of these little buttes. So let me show you on the proper one that I made earlier. There we go. So there's the jump rings, and I've added the 2 beads at the end to kind of take those beads right up to the clasp, so when it is on you, you don't see it. And that's it. Ta-da. So I'll show you some I made years ago actually. Years and years ago. This one is a mixture of all random things. Pearls, bicones, squares. There's all sorts in that. Again, that's just a bracelet. I think I might have done a few more than 4 though, because that is pretty chocker. This one's gorgeous. So instead of putting 4 on a link, I've got 2. And you can do it with anything, you know. Doesn't have to be round. Do it with anything. You can tell I like this one. I wear it a lot. It's wrecked. And this is a necklace. So I haven't got much on this one. White pearls and some red and clear bicone crystals. But it does look cute on. There we go. So if you want to go smaller, you can turn them into a pair of earrings where it looks like they're floating down. You can take your chain and bring it up and then take it across. So it goes like, let me show you, like that, and then comes both sides. It is gorgeous. They just take a bit of time, that's all. Yeah, have a play. Turn them into bookmarks, anything. Have fun. Give it a try. So that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next week. See you later. Bye.